Hello everybody. Hi folks. So it's been a while since I've posted my Kitty Hawk. So I would like to just update a little bit. And truth is, not much progress has been done, but I'll just update you anyway with what I have I've been doing. So basically, for the hull, I've painted it, but I have actually masked it back again because later I will have to paint back for the gray. So that's why it's in a masked condition. And for the hangar bay that I was scratch building, so I have actually glued everything in, and this is how it looks like. And I've painted it with white and did some weathering, so that's how it looks like. And this would be the ceiling, and you can see that the LED is in there, and I've glued these two pieces together, so it's supposed to sit like this, and it's the LEDs running here into the bottom part. And I've also glued these two pieces of the deck, the lower deck. And let me just switch on. I've got it plugged in here like that. So if I switch it on, it's gonna look like this. Okay, so this is white. It's supposed to be white color, but somehow there's some red and blue mixed up. So, but I don't think I will change the LEDs because I've already glued it in. So that's how it would look like. And I can change the colors, but definitely this is like yellow, red, green, but obviously it's supposed to be white. And if I try to dim it, maybe it would look better. I can't get the focus right, but yeah, so that's the interior done. And on the hull itself, I've already stick some of these sponsons and some of these lumps and bumps. And for the rear, I've actually done some railings at the back. So from the other side it would look like that. And Okay, now I will show you what else I've done. I'm gonna just move my light here. So I think previously I was at step 7, so I've been doing some of these parts here and these. So what's taking so long is I found out a few things. So basically these parts here are completed. These are all the side decks, and the reason why it took me so long is because I had to actually paint them and put the railings on before I stick it to the ship. And another thing which I found out was this. In Trumpeter's color guide, if you can see these parts here, they are all gray. These are the walkways. Those are the side decks. It's in gray. So I was thinking that I could actually stick everything on. Say this is gray, in gray. So I thought I could stick everything on and paint it, but that wasn't the case because I found out from a site that has a lot of Kitty Hawk photos. So let me just show you one example here. If you look at this photo, see all the decks are black. It's black color, which is same as the top deck. So I have to paint this, and I think that was one of the major roadblocks that I was having, because like for this part here, I had to actually paint it black first, mask it, then paint the gray, and then put the railing on, and then paint back all these the smaller parts which is in gray. You can see this. And another difficulty which I encountered was this. If you can see these parts, when you put together, there will be a gap all the way here on the side, and it has to be cleaned up. I used putty and sandpaper, so that was not easy. And in fact, these parts are flat, sitting on top of this, so it tends to like if you press this, it's gonna sink in. So for some of these parts, I had to, let me show you some. I had to put some plastic plates there to hold it, otherwise it's just gonna fall in. So these are all the parts with the railings. I think there's like many. So these are all completed, and I'm thinking if I should stick this after I've done the rest, or I can stick it now. But then if I stick it now, I still have to paint the gray on the hull, which I won't be able to mask these black decks here because there are railings. So I'm not so sure what I'm gonna do. These are the parts here, and it still needs yeah, some touch up. So that was the following instructions, and yeah, so it tells you to stick it on, but I haven't done that. So I have moved on since I'm not sticking it. And basically for the instruction, the top deck comes in, but I haven't stick that in. And it moves on to the island, but I have actually skipped it. I have not even started on the island. And then I moved to this step 27. And this is where all the side walkways is gonna come in to the big parts here. So I have all the big parts cleaned up, painted, and these are the side walkways. In fact, there are really many of these, and I'll tell you that I came across another difficulty, which is all these parts have let me get a close-up shot. All these parts have ejector pin marks at the bottom, and I had to clean that up. So now you can't, I don't think you can see it anymore. And in fact, it was a sink ejector pin mark. So instead of filling, I just filed it off and sanded it. Then I primed it and painted it. So cleaning all these, the rest of these parts with the ejector pin marks was really taking a long time. Just cleaning these parts. And then again, even the side walkways are in black color. If you look at Trumpetter's color guide, it's in gray. But when I checked these photos, in fact, this web page is really good for reference. If anybody else is building this CV63 Kitty Hawk, I can give you the link to this. There's like hundreds of photos, and it tells you the entire history of this ship from when it was built, launched, until it was decommissioned. So you can actually see that this ship, over 40 years, it has changed a lot. And okay, I'll jump topic now. If you look at when this ship was first launched back in the 60s, it didn't even have these the flanks gun, and it's quite bare because a lot of the side decks were not there. So when you see this ship with all these additional decks on the sides, and even the radars like this one, this is I think this is in 2008. So this is quite, the newer version of the Kitty Hawk. I think the ship has evolved a lot throughout the 40 years. So if you look at the first version that came out, it's quite plain. So Trumpeter probably made this, Trumpeter comes with all this. So I think it's the newer version. But again, the weird thing is the front has this thing. I don't know what you call this. The newer version doesn't have this. It's only up to like back in the 80s, then this thing was gone. I think they kept modifying the ship. But I don't know why Trumpetter's ship is supposed to be the new one with all the side decks, but it still has this. So I don't know what time era Trumpeter was thinking when they designed this ship. But looking at all these histories, I think, you know, roughly you will know. And you can see the planes that was on the ship at the time, like back in the 70s, 80s, you know, it's different kind of planes. So again, but for me, I'm not gonna build exactly according to any time era. So I kind of like this thing, so I'm gonna put this, but then the rest is gonna be the modern version. So it's not really following any timeline, and I've bought those the planes, which I think some of them won't, you know, like Corsair 2, I think it was back in the 60s, 70s. So if you have a Super Hornet together with the Corsair, it's gonna be a bit strange in reality. Anyway, jumping back to what I was talking about, all the ejector pin marks. Okay, so now that I know that it's black for the side walkways, yeah, again I had to paint it, then I had to mask everything, and it's not easy to mask these things here because it's not a straight line. Then I painted gray, so now I can actually stick all these all the side walkways. This one I can stick it on these big parts, which based on this instruction. So that's what I will do. And also I'm going to start painting the top deck, and I've already primed this, give it a primer, so I'm gonna spray semi-gloss black onto this. And I did some masking here because here I'm not so sure what's the color, but based on the website that has all the photos, it looks really dirty. So I colored it with a titanium silver maybe. Then later I'm gonna like weather it. So I've already gave it a mask, and then I'm gonna paint this, and hopefully I can stick it onto the hull. So then the rest of all these big parts will fall into the hull and the top deck. And yeah, there's still a long way to go. I'm not so sure how quick I can build this, but it's taking a lot of time. I have some small things done here too, but you know, just this time I just gave you some updates because it's been a while. I think about a month ago when I posted my first part 1, but I've also been busy with work and other things. So anyway, this is where I'm at, and hopefully I can give you another update soon. So I'll have to work harder. Alright, so thank you for watching, and please wait for my next update. Thank you. Bye.